So in this video, I'm going to show you how to either repair or replace your beat up hookup bait using either Mendit or the replacement packs. And I'll show you some tips and tricks along the way. So when you have downtime, it's a really good idea to look over your lures and see if they need a little bit of TLC. So you want to inspect it and determine if it's actually salvageable. So you use Mendit to kind of fix it, or if you need to replace it. So in this video, I'll go over exactly how I determine if I can actually fix it, how to use Mendit properly, and I'll show you how to use it improperly, and just to give you an idea of what happens if you don't use it correctly. And then also give you some tips on actually putting these lead heads into the replacement bodies. Let's do it. Let's take a look at these. Some of these could actually be fixed with Mendit, and some of them cannot. They have to be replaced. So if this was just beat up like this, like you see these little bumps and ridges, and we could use Mendit to fix it. But you see how it's ripped here? So we have to replace this. Let's take a look at another one. This is another one that needs to be replaced as well. It doesn't have those bumps along the way, right? But it's broken here in the nose. You won't be able to use Mendit to fix that. So this one has to be replaced. Now this one here, the nose is fine, right? It has a bunch of kind of bumps on it from all the bite marks. It's a little stretched out here at the end, but I could use Mendit to fix this here. So we're gonna put this to the side and take a look at the other ones. This one here, I wouldn't use Mendit. Once you put Mendit on this, Mendit softens the plastic, and this is just going to open more. You could try to heat it up, like remove the hook, heat it up. Let me just get this hair up, and then try to weld it together, but it's a lot of work. We'll put this to the side and we'll determine what to do with that. Now let's take a look at another one here. So here the nose is exposed. This has to be replaced. This one here, the nose looks fine. It looks good. We could use Mendit for this. So I'll use this as an example for Mendit on how to use it properly. And then I will use this one here on how to use it improperly. So I want you to see what happens if you use Mendit incorrectly. Let's first use Mendit incorrectly. So again, like I mentioned earlier, Mendit, it softens the plastic. So if you do not remove this hook and the plastic has pressure on it, what's gonna happen is Mendit is gonna soften the plastic, and since it has pressure on it, it's going to, the plastic is going to rip. It's gonna stretch. And so this hole is gonna get a lot bigger because it's stretching. So I don't know if you could see, these cracks are gonna get bigger because the plastic is under tension, okay, which is not good. You need to remove the hook from the bait. So the way you remove these is you pinch up, and then you slide it down. So pinch, continue to slide down. And if these are dry, it takes a little work to remove it. Once you remove it, and you can leave it like that if you were just working on the top, as long as there's no pressure. If the plastic has pressure on it and you put Mendit on it, Mendit softens the plastic and it cracks. So I'm just gonna remove it so you can look at this beautiful hook. They do such a great job. So it takes a lot to get these baits out to the public. So thank you to Jojo, Chad, and the team. Everybody there working really hard to get these baits out. day in, day out. Hats off to you. We appreciate you. We love you. And we thank you for sharing this beautiful product with us. All right. So we'll let this dry, and you'll see that the plastic will soften up and take care of these little bumpies, just to make it a little better, give it more rigidity, and then we'll be good to go. Nice. It's like art. Right now I'm painting. Happy little accidents. And we'll put this aside to dry, and we just continue to do that with the ones that we determine that could be salvaged. Now for the ones that can't be salvaged, like this one, I will show you how to replace it. All right, but I want to show you again, remember what I was saying. You see how it's split? So the plastic softened up and it's split all the way. No bueno. So sometimes what people do is they'll use Mendit incorrectly. They don't back off the hook, and then they're like, this thing ruined my lure. It doesn't work. Well, because you was using it incorrectly. Now you know. And knowing is half the battle. If you know where that phrase is from, put it in the comments. It means you're old. So am I. All right, so let's take this out. This is going to the junk pile. One day I'll determine what to do with those. And we'll get this replaced. All right, let's go over the sizes real quick. So this is a large, so is this one. This one's a large too. This is probably the one that I'm gonna use. Now, larges they're 4 inches long, and we use them for anything that's 3/8 or 5/8. The medium bodies, this is the medium in ice. Mediums are 3 inches long, and we use them for anything 1/8 to 1/4. So this one here is a 3/8, so I'm gonna use the large. So let's take one of these larges out, and you'll see that there's no hole here for the eyelet, so we have to kind of make that hole as well. The easiest way to get these inserted is to use lube. You gotta use lube, boys and girls. And so we're gonna use some mermaid's milk. Okay, so we'll put a little bit of lube in. Let me open her first. Duh. I'll just lube this up just a little bit like that. Just some lubrication, a little bit back and forth, just to make it easier to enter. And you want to, I'm gonna put it to the side here so you can see, you want to pinch this up and push. Look how easy that went through. See that? And then you just slide it in. Slide it all the way. Now it's key to make sure that your nose here, the tip, is in. Let me turn on my lights again. My lights keep shutting off. It almost seems like a timer for whatever reason. Okay. So it's very important that the nose isn't too far down, like that. Isn't too far up. There isn't a lot of space in the front, so if it's squishy, you have to stretch it. See how there's no space there at the end? You want to stretch it that way. So take a look at the shaft here and make sure that it's straight. There's a straight line from this cut here, this incision, that's right in the middle. Make sure that your hook is straight. You don't want it to be cockeyed like that because it's not going to swim right. So make sure it's straight like that. And then you put your 2 fingers over the eyelid, and that's it. and you're good. Look at that. Beautiful. What a beautiful lure. And you're good to go. This is ready to fish. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. So hopefully this helped you. Let me know in the comments below. And I'll catch you on the water. Peace.